Right, Anna. So we've got two new chords, and we were looking at Brown Eyed Girl as well. So just going to go through that. So first of all, the chords anyway. So you got the diagrams, but just to go over them anyway, E major is basically just A minor jumped up a string. And it's one of the ones that actually does use the sixth string. So there it is there. So not too much mystery there. And just keep in mind that the only difference between E major and E minor is this. There's E minor and there's E major. So sad, happy. So then from there, A is a little bit trickier because it's just, you're kind of cramming your fingers into a tight space. So what we're doing is, most people do it like this, which is fine. It's not wrong necessarily, but as I was pointing out, your first finger is pushed all the way back there, which is not ideal. So instead, start off on the G string, the middle one, for the chord anyway, about halfway up, right? Just because we need to make room. So then from there, middle finger goes on the string above it, third finger goes on the string below it. And then so that way, these two fingers are right up to the fret where you want them. And as long as you kind of, press your first finger up against them, ends up about there, which is perfectly fine. So there's A major. So just a couple of times, go back between the two of them, E major and A major. They go together very commonly. So there's A major, slide it back, there's E major. Slide the first finger back, these two go up on the second fret on the strings above it. And so then there's only D minor left, which by the way is just this one. So first finger, first string, first fret. Second finger, second fret, third string. Muddling up the order there a bit, but anyway. And then third finger, third fret on the second string. There it is. Okay, so Brown Eyed Girl then. So obviously I'll send you on the, well I have, by the time you're seeing this, I presumably have sent you on it, the chords and lyrics. And so the initial chord progression is G, C, G, D. Okay? So, and even for the little, what's it called? That little bit there, those chords are still going underneath it. So like, and you can, and for that position there, you can use D or D7. D7 is a little bit more colourful, so feel free to throw either one of those in, at your discretion. So I'll just play the main chord progression nice and slowly, and you can see how you get on then with the rest of it, and then we'll check back in with it next week. Okay, so about that speed, and then if you can handle that relatively easy, then have a look at the real thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4. But anyway, it's just those ones over and over. Then, before the chorus, then it's just, and you'll see it in the sheet anyway. And you see D, my brown-eyed girl, G, E minor, C, you my D, brown-eyed girl, and D, and then whatever happened to Tuesday and So Slow, I think. So another verse, same chords, different lyrics, that's all. So see how you get on with that anyway. And yeah, so for the G to C change, that is a tough change, but it's an important one because it's just very, very common. So what helps is a kind of a turning motion. So without really moving my fingers all that much, if I just kind of turn the whole thing over, I'm almost at C there already, just a couple of little adjustments to get the chord on there. So that's important, that your whole hand turning over with it. And try as well, what tends to happen a lot is these two fingers are going to go down and the third finger goes with them and then back up to the bass note, right? So obviously that's a whole lot of extra movement that doesn't need to be there. Third finger should just be going from here stay there in a straight line. There's no reason for it to come back here. So the first couple of times you do it really, really slowly and just look very carefully at what you're doing. Make sure there's no unnecessary movement. But once you're happy with that, then just back forward, and grind it out about 100 times or so. You know, 2 minutes or 3 minutes straight, it's not a very long time, but if you just do this, well, you're better off hitting it at least once every time just to make sure you're getting it out right. But if you do that for 3 minutes straight, that, 3 minutes feels like a long time, but you're going to be way, way further along, and it's going to be much, much smoother than you were 3 minutes ago. So give that a go for sure. All right, I'll see you next time then.